How the heck are you guys? I am Fastidious. Welcome to the channel. Here is everything you need to know about the new May Watcher of Realms update in 9 minutes or less. Let's get into it. First things first, if you go to the events and your event hall, you will see this at the bottom, new update pre-registration. Definitely do this, add it to your calendar. You can delete it right after if you want. Get your stamina, your diamonds, your tiny bit of XP. If you want a breakdown of all of this, not just from me, we're going to go through right now. Go to the little burger menu, then the scroll thing here, and you can go and get the update preview. So you go to System, Notice, then Update Announcement. Let's get into it. This update will happen on the 6th of May, 2025. It's going to be 7:15 p.m. That is California time, so adjust accordingly, right? That means it will be at, let's do some math, I'm wasting my time here, 10:15 p.m. if you're on the East Coast, and if you're in Europe, it will be at 4:15 a.m. if you're Central European time. Everyone else, you adjust however you must have to do that. It will not last long, 2 hours tops, I'm sure. So we're getting a little change on Lyra. They're changing the visual effects of her cosmic rifts. That could be kind of nice, though. Those are the things she summons above her shoulders. I find them very hard to see. It's really important. If you want her to dispel buffs from the enemy, strip the buffs, she needs to have one over each shoulder. She needs to have two summoned. And very often, especially in APOC 2, I can't see it very well. So I hope that's what the change will be. You'll see a change here for skill optimization with Diao Chan before, during Serenade of Hope. That is white mode when she's like healer mode and providing the damage reduction. She was continuously granting damage reduction to all allies in range. That is unchanged. The next thing is changed, and it's something highly requested by the player base. When she's in Song of Sorrow, the black mode, she's continuously granting penetration increase to 2 other allies with the highest attack and range. This is her passive, which kind of stacks off of her stance and her ultimate based on what stance you put her in. And it's annoying because some of your units might be your DPS but have lower base attack, and then because it just goes to the highest attack and range, the ally the penetration increase lands on might be a support unit or a healer. That was really annoying. So now they're making it that it cannot land on someone from the healer class. So the only person you'd ever want penetration on as a healer would be like Artemis. That's very specific. Very often you want this landing on your natural DPS, your fighters, your mages, and of course your marksmen. So now it will land on 2 non-healers. This should be a pretty big change depending on certain team comps people are using and who is in Diao Chan range when she goes to black mode, the Song of Sorrow stance. They've optimized an issue where summons or traps interfere with the commander hero's deployment on their occupied tiles. So they're talking about if there's a summon there, like a Sun Wukong Sage clone, or a Cyrus with his little skeletons, or Cuke, for example, the rare, can put little traps out before you could not deploy a unit on a tile occupied by a summon or a trap. Now you can. It just will cause that summon or the trap to disappear. I think this is really cool, specifically with regard to Wailing Skull. Right? So with the Wailing Skull, when you summon that little Komodo clone, now that could really affect your deployments, especially in something like Guild Boss 1, the Drake. You'd be waiting for it to expire so you could put your unit down if things happened wrong, or you'd have to change your deployment order to accommodate that. It's good to go now. Don't worry. Here's a huge thing. This update is not so like big, but it's meaty. The Honors Gauntlet is coming, and this is something that's actually been live on Forerunner for like at least 3 months, I believe. This is real-time arena, and there's a lot of stuff here. I'm not going to go deep in it now because I want to just give you the broad strokes on everything that's coming, but the gist of it is it's going to be like arena with different types of challenges, but when you're entering, it's going to be randomly selecting that, and there's going to be this roguelike element to it because you'll select buffs for yourself. There'll be little like themes on the map. So let's go through it. 2 players are matched in real time to engage in live battles with real-time controls. Like the arena, Honors Gauntlet has 3 types of challenges. When 2 players are matched, they will randomly enter one of the challenges, and then from there you select everything and stuff, right? They added a new thing called Commander's Skill, so this gives you some customization to how you approach the battle. You can add a commander skill when editing your lineup, which can effectively disrupt the opponent or strengthen your own team in the battle. So it might be debuffing them, buffing you. There's a whole list of them that we will break down. Hopefully, once we know it well, we can rank them all based on different situations, stuff like that. In the match, the player who wins each round will be rewarded with bonus costs. So that will help you into the next round. The losing player faces harsher penalties. Their base will continuously lose HP, and remaining monsters will be strengthened. So you want to get an early lead and keep that ball rolling. Finally, there's a new team setup rule. When selecting heroes for your team, you cannot use the same hero in more than one team. So there's a kind of like, as you pick them, they get eliminated for other stuff. Now, this is the biggest thing by a lot. This is pretty huge. They put it in as just one line here, but officially, with this update on May the 6th, 1 week from now, they are adding floors 22, 23, and 24 to the 3 main gear raids, Gear Raid 1, 2, and 3. I've been streaming those a lot lately. I did a big stream on Gear Raid 1 and Gear Raid 3. Tomorrow, I'll have my stream on Gear Raid 2. I'm getting back to Utah tonight, so I'll have my stream set up back and ready to go. These are really, really, really hard. And the fact that they're coming this quickly, I think any hope that these were going to be slightly nerfed before launch on Global is out the window. But don't worry, I think with our help, following different conjugators or talking with people in your guild or making friends on Discord, once you're strong enough, you will be able to beat 22. 23 is really hard, at least for Gear Raid 1 and 3. And at the time of filming this, or at least when I checked yesterday, I should say, no one had beaten stage 24 for Gear Raid 1 and Gear Raid 3. A couple people only had beaten it for stage 2, Gear Raid 2. So it's rough out there. They've added a 6th phase already to the Tower of Deception. Very interesting if that will be on this tower rotation or we have to wait till the next one. But it's nice to see they're already working on and expanding the Tower of Deception. Also, I'll have my tower content probably on Friday, I want to say. I'm going to try to find a time where I have many, many, many hours because I have not gone past stage 5. I kind of didn't like the first 5 stages, and I was like, I'll get to this when everything's out. So we'll see. They added a wave refresh rule to Gear Raid 3 and Promotion Raid, Insignia Marksman, where all monsters in current waves are eliminated. The next wave will spawn early, reducing battle duration. This is something I've been asking for forever. I'm really curious to see how this will come, but essentially they're testing it out with our Marksman content, and when you clear the enemies, they're going to start sending new enemies out. That's really cool. We're getting more Mithril from all the artifact material raids. That is great. And then this looks like a ton, but essentially they're just introducing a new thing to the guild. So that's in Guild Wars, you have something called attack codes, and then you have a code storage area. So what am I talking about? Let's say you set up a really good attack with your demon soldiers with timing and all that kind of stuff. You can give that code that saves that that saves that pattern to people in your guild. They can import that code, and then all they have to do is make sure they have those demon soldiers and they are properly affiliated. This could be really good, especially if you've got lazier people in your guild and they need a little help. So this should be really, really fun. I also want to quickly say, I don't think it's coming in this update, but they announced that soon they are introducing the ability to test your own defense with your own account. So that should be great. Now we've got the Dwarven Association. They're just expanding this. I've already seen this on the test server in Forerunner. In the Awakening shop, you can now buy demon soldiers for both epic coins and legendary coins. Nice to have more things to use that currency on. There's also one more legendary hero soul stone that's featured each week. So let's say 1 week was Sadie. Now it might be like Sadie and Kai, or it could be Arrogance and Elwyn if you're lucky. They cycle those for everyone. Everyone gets the same each week, but instead of being one legendary at a time, it's 2. So more frequently, we should get the good ones we want. You can also get an additional legendary skill crystal by using your legendary awakening tokens each week. Auto fight chances are increased. That's going to be with your epic stuff, and legendary skill dust is increased. And now we've got a bunch of random little optimizations and things. I'm going to finish this really fast, and then we're done, baby. Increased demon soldier drop rate in Drake's Chasm. Love it. Optimized acquisition difficulty for certain demon soldiers. Some of them are way harder to get than others, so hopefully they've evened it out. Optimized hit sound effects. Who cares? Optimized judge sound effects. Who cares? Sorry, I play with the sound off. What do you want me to say? Optimized sound effects in PvP. Optimize the instant victory performance in Void Rift, so maybe they'll do a more fun dance. Improve the description for demon soldier affiliation with heroes. All right, I like that. Make it a little clearer. Players will be marked as defeated and unable to take revenge after a certain number of revenge attempts against the same opponent in PvP. Shout out to Jake Smath. This should really reduce boosting in the classic arena, the standard arena we're all used to. Fix an issue where attack speed was not affecting rage regen. I need to test this. This has been super bugged, and I promised them I wouldn't make a video until they fixed it because they said they were fixing it. They're fixing it. I hope it's frickin' fixed. Now I've got Drake's Chasm Abyss 1. The difficulty now has its own independent team setup because you use different kind of teams for Abyss 1 versus Nightmare 4 or Nightmare 3. That's good. And finally, they've increased the development bonuses that Awakened Legendary Lord heroes provide to Demon Soldiers. Legendary Lords give more affiliation. They're even more important than ever. There you have it, guys. I've been Fastidious. If you like my stuff, I think you would love my other channel as well. It is called Fastidious Gaming. The link is in the description at the top pinned comment. Check it out. I appreciate it. Share with your mother, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.